Part was crazy. Listen to this part. This part that's about to come up is the best part of the song. This part. Yes, this part. That whole bass lead up is the best part. Night generate audiobook session. I still think this is the best part. The lead up and then this fucking ending part is so good too. Damn. This anime is about a fucking school and has some crazy soundtracks. Alright, let's play this on repeat. Yes, that's the meta. You play this spooky Classroom of the Elite soundtracks on repeat, and you play the audio. There's this one, and there's this one. Yes.
Lights. I'm just
I don't even know where we fucking left off, man.
going to ask you, Hirata, are you going out with Karu Aizawa?
Karu
I cast point
Aizawa.
blank to determine whether or not Hirata was his enemy. Where did you hear that? Hirata asked. As expected, he looked a little surprised.
His enemy? So if Hirata's dating Kei, suddenly Koji thinks he's his enemy? Everything he does is based off of his dick.
Or even panicked by that question. Oh, guess you figured it out. Huh? Yeah, we're dating. Karu Aizawa latched onto Hirata's arm before he could say anything.
Oh,
Hirata
shit.
just lightly scratched his cheek, as if signaling resignation. Seriously? I'm so jealous that you're dating such a cute girl like Karu Aizawa,
Wow. We just said that? In front of Kei?
said Yamoki, feigning envy. You'd
Oh,
think
never mind. It's Yamoki. Yamoki. Yamauchi Haruki. Wow, I'm so jealous. You're dating Karu Izawa. You're dating Karu?
that lying while being unaware that you're lying would be easy, but it was surprisingly difficult. Kushida-chan, do you have a boyfriend? Ike managed to shift attention over to Kushida without missing a beat. Pretty
Oh,
clever.
shit.
Huh? Me? Oh. No, unfortunately, she said. Both Ike and Yamoki clearly rejoiced.
Rejoice, dude. Yamuki and Ike are fucking in.
Breaking out in massive grins. Their joy leaked out for everyone to see, although it was possible that Kushida was hiding the fact that she had a boyfriend.
Did Kushida know that Ike and Yamauchi are super into them? Obviously, right?
She'd basically confirmed that she was available. I was a little glad to hear that, too. Oh. No, I'm crying. Don't cry, Yamoki. We're finally almost at the summit. Their destination no longer waited at the peak of an insurmountable mountain, but instead at the end of a precipitous path. Hirata, Karu Aizawa, Ike, and Yamoki all surrounded Kushida as they walked. The rather uninteresting pair of Matsushita and Mori followed behind the main group, while I walked. Interesting pair of Matsushita
A rather uninteresting pair of Matsushita.
and Mori followed by.
Who's describing this shit? It's calling them NPC. That's these fucking NPC trio, dude. NPC trio. Who the fuck? Hoji is fucking... Dude, look at them. Who are they? I know them. Sato's kind of important. Shinohara Satsuki. I don't think I know her. I straight up don't think I know who Satsuki is. Matsushita hasn't had a moment yet. She's an NPC in the anime so far. These girls are important? I guess later on, they decide to, like, 8 volumes in, they make the fucking useless Class D girls just start popping off.
behind the main group, while I walked further behind them, alone. Hey, Ike, where are we going? Someone asked. It hasn't been that long since the entrance ceremony, remember? Just wanted to check out the campus facilities, Ike answered, seemingly irritated. So, there was no clear destination, which meant that this somewhat awkward experience would go on for a while. My unpleasant expectations unexpectedly changed. Hey, Matsushita-san, Mori-san,
Matsushita.
what do you two want to go see? While Ike and Yamoki happily chatted with each other, Kushida fell back to talk to the other two girls. Huh? Oh, well, I've wanted to see the movie theater at least once. Yeah. Since school's done for the day, I wanted to go too. Oh, yeah, I've wanted to go as well, but haven't gotten around to it yet. Karu Aizawa-san, have you gone to any special places on dates? Kushida started to organize us into 3 groups, just as I'd expect of her. No matter how hard I tried, I could never have done something like that.
Whoa.
Also, as a nice bonus, she occasionally
Is that Koji's saying Kay can unify the girls? Right there? He could never do that, but Kay can.
And smiled sweetly at me. I didn't expect that. I tried not to talk unnecessarily, as I felt that it would just be a hassle. I tried to look at Kushida in a way that showed I wasn't ignoring her. If Kushida couldn't read the room, and merely liked being the constant center of attention, then the message probably wouldn't reach her. However, there are people who will lash out and say something like, "Why can't you read the situation?" to a friend after he refuses to do karaoke, even though they know that friend said he didn't want to sing. There are, after all,
I want to hear Koji sing.
self-absorbed, simple-minded people who assume that because karaoke is fun for them, that means everyone will love it. They simply cannot comprehend that some
Koji sociopath monologue incoming.
people dislike singing. While I'd been mulling over this venomous topic, my surroundings had changed. Apparently, we'd stopped at a clothing store on campus. More precisely, it was a boutique. Everyone seemed to have come to this store a few times already, so we entered without hesitation. Generally, I wore my uniform on weekdays, and since I usually stayed in my dorm on my days off, I hadn't bought any clothes for going out. There were many students inside, though few upperclassmen. The majority appeared to be first-year students. Perhaps it was because of my newness, but I felt really inexperienced and anxious in this atmosphere.
What
We
the
checked
fuck?
out many different items on the racks.
Koji is so weak out here. I never knew he was shaking so hard inside. In the anime, it looked like he didn't care. But in the light novel, it's like Koji's like having a panic attack, bro. Every fucking time.
And afterward, went to a nearby cafe. Hirata carried the clothes that Karu Aizawa had purchased, which cost about 30,000.
Bro, we're carrying Karu Izawa's clothes. She dropped 30k on clothes. Yamauki dropped 20k on the PlayStation Viva. 20k. Karu Izawa, 30k on clothes.
Points. Have you all gotten used to this school yet? At first, I was really perplexed, but now I've settled in perfectly. It's like living in a dream. I don't ever want to graduate.
Class D for drip. Class of the fucking drip, dude. Kate doesn't care.
Haha. I get the feeling Ike-kun is enjoying his time here to the fullest. I just wish we had more points.
Does that mean Koji thinks that Ike is living his dream? Ike is free. Ike is living his youth to the fullest. Koji wishes he could be Ike.
No, maybe 200,000 or 300,000 a month. After buying cosmetics and clothes and stuff, I've already used up almost all of my points. Karu Aizawa said, "Don't you think
Karu Aizawa fucked up?
it's abnormal for a high school student to get 300,000 points as a monthly allowance?" Hirata asked. "Well, if you put it like that, yeah, even 100,000 is pretty outlandish. I'm a little scared, to be honest. I'm worried about..."
Bro, a fucking $1,000 allowance every month? In high school? Bro. I would be doing the dumbest shit ever with my money, man. Oh my god. I don't even blame them.
What life after graduation will be like if I keep on spending my school days like this. Do you mean you'll lose your sense of money management? Yeah, that does sound pretty scary. Actually, everyone felt differently about our monthly allowance. Karu Aizawa and Ike both wanted more points, while Hirata and Kushida were terrified of what would
Yeah, and they cover rent and everything too, right?
happen when our life of luxury ended. What about you, Ayanokuchi-kun? Do you think that 100,000 points
Aina Kuchi-kun.
is a lot or not enough?
Dude, this AI voice just like keeps going everywhere. Sometimes it's Gushida, sometimes it's Kashida. It's fucking crazy.
At that point, I'd only intended to listen, but Kushida asked me
It's Kashida now.
my thoughts. Well, I don't really fully understand it yet. I'm not sure, I replied. What's that supposed to mean? I think I understand what you're getting at, Ayanokuchi-kun.
Ainokuchi-kun.
This is honestly completely different from any normal school. It's hard to understand it without really knowing all the details. Well, there's no point worrying about it. I'm super glad that I got into this school. I can just go out and buy whatever I want. In fact, yesterday I went out and bought some new clothes. Ike lived a positive life, always forging directly ahead. Kushida.
Dude, Ike lived a positive life, always forging directly ahead. Dude, Ike is at the top of the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Bro is self-actualized. He's living his best life at this school right now.
Chan and Hiratu aside, Ike, you and Karu Aizawa also managed to get into this place. Aren't you guys pretty dumb, though? You don't strike me as being very smart either, Yamoki.
Whoa.
Huh? I'll have you know that I scored.
Whoa, 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 whoa. We're talking mad shit now.
Kushida, Chan and Hiratu aside, Ike, you and Karu Aizawa also managed to get into this place. Aren't you guys pretty dumb, though? You don't strike me as being very smart either, Yamoki. Huh? I'll have you know that I scored.
Boo! Somebody just called Ike, Karuizawa, Yamoki. They're all dumb as fuck.
900 points on the APEC. What's the APEC? You don't even
900 on the APEC. I don't even know who's talking right now.
know? It's a super tough test for English. Don't you mean the TOEIC, not APEC? Kushida gently brought Yamoki back down to earth.
Did Yamoki just shit on them? Did Yamoki just fucking shit on Ike and Karuizawa? Saying he just got 900 on the APEC? But technically it's called a TOEIC? Well, he fucked up again? Yamoki? Caps so hard. The Yamagoat, I don't even know if he's lying either. Cause we don't know. You can't prove it. You can't prove that it's true or not true, you know? There's always that possibility where Yamauchi is actually Yamagod.
Earth. APEC actually stood for Asia Pacific Economic Partnership. They're related though, aren't they? He asked. They were as far apart as it's possible to get. Well, this school's mission is to nurture young people who will pave the way to the future, right? So, they probably don't choose people solely on their test scores. Honestly, if this school only took in people based on standardized tests, I wouldn't have taken the entrance exam. Yeah, young people who will pave the way to the future. That's exactly how I describe myself.
Cap. Yeah, right, dude. All these people. Koenji himself said that though he would lead Japan to the future, dude.
Crossed his arms and nodded. Despite being the premier institution in Japan, with stellar rates of advancement into higher education and employment, this school didn't appear to determine the criteria for passing or failing through test scores. If that was the case, then how in the world did it select potential students? I found myself suddenly curious.
How?
Chapter 7. Classroom of the Elite. On May 1st, the morning bell rang for our very first day of class. Soon afterward, Chayabashira Sensei strode into the room, holding a rolled-up poster. Her expression today was even more stern than usual. Had she started menopause?
Is it? What? Has she started menopause?
I wondered if I made that joke out.
Hoji?
I think she would have swung an iron bat at my face with full...
What the fuck? Koji, bro, I don't think she's that old. What the fuck?
Full force. Hey, Sensei, did you start menopause or something? Unbelievable.
Who said that?
Unbelievably, Ike actually let that joke fly. Honestly, it was more shocking that I thought the same thing as Ike. Alright, your morning homeroom is about to begin. Before we get started,
Dude, Chabs just ignored that.
does anyone have any questions? If so, now is the time to speak. Chayabashira Sensei completely ignored Ike's sexual
Ignored.
harassment. She appeared
Ike sexually harassed Chabs in the fucking light novel?
totally convinced that the students had questions they wanted answered. Immediately, several students raised their hands. I checked my point.
You know what? Maybe this is why Chabs is such a fucking dick right now. I feel like she's gonna fucking roast kids for spending way too many points. Because Ike fucking sexually harassed her, so she's even extra angry.
point balance this morning, but I didn't see any deposits. Points are given on the first day of every month.
Here we
aren't
go.
they? I couldn't buy juice this morning, Hondu. I already explained this before.
Dumb bitch buy juice every fucking morning? Are you stupid? Drink the fucking free water.
Didn't I? Points are deposited on the first day of the month. I've confirmed that points were wired this month without any issues. But nothing was deposited into my account, though. Hondu and Yamoki exchanged glances. I appeared too
Hondu dumb.
shocked to notice them looking at each other. I'd checked my point balance that morning as well, but saw that it had remained unchanged from the day before. No more points had been deposited into my account. I'd simply thought that the points would be wired later. Are you kids really that dumb? Was she angry or delighted?
Here she goes. Here she goes. Oh, shit, dude. Chabs is about to fucking RKO all these kids. She's about to drop a fucking metal bat on their heads, dude. Are you fucking dumb? Was she angry or happy? Probably both.
I was getting an ominous vibe from Chaya Bashira sensei. Dumb? What? As Honda stupidly repeated her words, Chaya.
This is a fucking roast, man. Who just described this? As Honda stupidly repeated her word. Yo, who is Honda? Anyone know who Honda is? Not these girls. Honda. No, not the fucking brand. Last movie elite. Who is Honda? Hondo? Is this guy our class? Hondo? I don't know him. Who the fuck are... Oh, wait. No. This is Yukimura. Not Hondo. No. This is Yukimura. Who's Hondo? NPC? Literally doesn't exist? Like Hondo doesn't exist? Fuck, what is this? Here we go. We got another illustration up here. Here we go. None of them are Honda though. This is a study group. NPC not have illustration? That's hilarious. It's an actual fucking no-name character that just got shit on by Chabs. Chabs is saying, "Are you fucking dumb?" And then the narrator is like, Honda stupidly repeated himself.
Yabashira sensei looked at him sharply. Sit down, Hondu. I'll explain once more.
Hondu!
Sichan sensei, Hondu. Taken aback by her unusually strict tone, slumped in his seat. Points were deposited. That much I know for certain. There is absolutely no chance that we forgot about anyone in this class. To think so is ludicrous. Understood? Well, even if I tell you that we understand, we haven't received any points. Hondu, still perplexed, began to look dissatisfied. Supposing that what Chayabashira sensei said was true and that points had been wired to us, then that meant, had there been a discrepancy, then? Did that mean that 0 points had been deposited into our accounts? My vague doubts quickly grew. Ha, I see. So, it's like that then, teacher? I think I've solved the mystery. Koenji boomed, laughing. He propped his feet.
Wait. Koenji-san! Hondu? You found him? Hondu. No. Yeah, Koenji. The only Hondu there is this guy, man. Class D. Oh my god! He actually exists! What? Who are you? Ryotaro Hondo is one of the students of Class 1D. He is friends with Kanji Ike and Haruki Yamauchi from his class. Oh my god. He's friends with both graduates of the Black Room? He was one of the students who lost all their points in the first month. He was also one of those students who lost all the points in the first month. During the uninhabited island exam, it was revealed that Ryotaro was initially participating in the exam with Kensudo and Ike in a group of 3. His... Oh, no, we can't read that. That's second year shit. But damn, yo, his trivia? Trivia? No trivia. But there's some second year stuff here. There's some future content, dude. Hondo exists. Yo, guys. This guy actually fucking exists. What a... Wow. What is his characteristics? He's just male, blue. What is he? Alright. Cool. Anyways, he's getting fucking roasted by Chabs.
Solved the mystery. Guenji boomed.
Guenji boomed.
He propped his future. He grew. Ha ha ha. I see. So, it's like that then, teacher? I think I've solved the mystery. Guenji boomed.
Guenji.
He propped his feet up on his desk and smugly pointed toward Hondo. It's simple. We're in Class D, so we didn't receive a single point. Huh? What are you talking about?
D for defects.
They said that we'd get 100,000 points every month. I don't remember hearing that, though. Do you? Chuckling, Guenji boldly pointed at Chayabashira-sensei. While he certainly has an attitude problem, Guenji is exactly right, for crying out loud.
See? He may have an attitude problem, but Koenji is exactly right. He is never wrong.
Barely anyone seems to have noticed the hint I gave you. How deplorable. In response to this sudden
deplorable, a classroom of the deplorables.
Turn of events, the classroom exploded in an uproar. Sensei, may I please ask you a question? I'm afraid I still don't understand. Hirata raised his hand. He
Come on,
appeared
Hirata.
to ask on behalf of his classmates rather than out of selfish concern, just as I'd expect of the de facto class leader, even
de facto class leader. Gigachat Hirata. Hirata, the coolest kid at school right now.
Now, he took the initiative. Can you please tell us why we didn't receive any points? We won't completely understand otherwise. That was certainly true. A total of 98 absences and late arrivals.
Damn.
391 incidences of talking or using a cell phone.
Yo, she was counting the entire time? That's all the time she was ignoring? Later, the camera was still like recording the session or some shit? What is this? Do you have some kind of system to count all this?
Phone in class. That is quite a few infractions over 1 month. In this school, your class's results are reflected in the points that you receive. As a result, you wasted all of the 100,000 points that you should have received. That's what happened. I should have explained this all to you on the day of the entrance ceremony. This school measures its students' true abilities. This time, you...
What did you just say?
...received. That's what happened. I should have explained the...
Yeah, you should have! Chabs, why are you telling this now? I should have explained this. Oops. Oopsie. If this is a mistake and wasn't even intentional, this is a new discovery. I thought that Chabs was being a fucking spiteful bitch and intentionally did not tell us. And that's why she's a fucking D-class teacher. But if she actually forgot, she's even dumber than I thought. No shot. No way, right? She's just saying this, right?
Is all to you on the day of the entrance ceremony. This school measures its students' true abilities. This time, you were evaluated as being worth nothing. That's all. Chayabashira-sensei spoke in a robotic fashion, devoid of any emotion. The doubts I'd had since coming to this school were finally confirmed,
dun, dun, dun.
in the worst way possible. Even though we'd started with a huge advantage of 100,000 points, Class D had lost it in just a single month. I heard a pencil moving against paper. Horikita seemed to be tallying the number of absences, tardy arrivals, and instances of talking in class down in her note.
Is she doing fucking math? Is she trying to get that number and fucking doing fucking some kind of equation to derive how points are distributed? Fucking nerd.
Book, perhaps trying to make sense of the situation. Chayabashira sensei, I do not recall hearing you explain that to us before. What? Are you incapable of understanding something unless it's explained in detail? Of course, there was never any talk about reducing our points. Had that been explained beforehand, I'm sure we would have avoided being talking during class. That is a rather bizarre argument, Hirata. It is certainly true that I don't recall explaining the rules of point distribution. However, didn't you all learn in elementary school not to be late or talk in...
Well, but that doesn't matter, chaps. We're on the same team here. Aren't we trying to like go up? Why? This is not like a lesson you're trying to teach us. You're fucking yourself over right now.
Class? Was that not taught throughout your elementary and junior high schools? Well,
what kind of logic is this? Just because you were taught in elementary school?
I'm sure that in 9 years of compulsory education, you learned that being late and talking in class are bad things. And now you say that you can't understand this because I haven't explained it to you?
Yeah.
I'm afraid your reasoning is flimsy. If you had
No, her argument is so bad, dude. What do you mean? Come on.
reacted properly, then your points would not have dropped all the way to 0. This comes down to you taking personal responsibility. There was no way for anyone to refute her perfectly sound argument.
The personal responsibility, that's true. But at the same time, it's like, yo, we shouldn't be like doing this just to prove a fucking point. I don't know, man. If we really want to work together, if the teacher should be fucking leading the students, but she just kind of just lets shit hit the fan and she's like, dumb fucking kids, it's your fault. Learn from that lesson. I'm gonna sit on the side and let Ayanokoji take care of it.
Everyone knew that bad behavior didn't
Fucking
pay.
teach them!
Having just entered your first year of high school, did you honestly think you'd receive 100,000 points every month with no strings attached? At a school established by the Japanese government for the express purposes of training gifted people? That's...
Oh, you know what? You know what? I just realized something. Chabs does this because previous class D, they were all shit and they all failed. So Chabs became like very cynical and she stopped like trying to like care because she knew they would just betray them. So that she just gave up. So she's like, I just don't want to get attached to a class anymore. If you can't fucking do this, you're not worth my time. I think that's where her mindset is. So in fact, that makes a lot of sense. Like a very bitter veteran who keeps taking L's because she places some hope in classes.
Unthinkable. Try using some common sense. Why would you leave it to chance? Although Hirata appeared to be frustrated, he looked the teacher straight in the eye. Well then, could you at least explain in detail how points are added or deducted? We can keep that in mind for future reference. I cannot tell you. We cannot disclose the methods behind our student evaluation. It's the same as any other organization. When you enter a company, it is the company's choice whether or not to tell you how it evaluates its employees. However, I'm not cruel, and I'm not trying to be cold. In fact, this situation...
I'm not cruel, I'm not trying to be cold, even though I just called Hondo there. Are you fucking dumb? You really think you get 100k every month?
...is so pathetic that I will give you one bit of guidance. For the first time,
wow, she's teaching.
I saw a faint sliver of a smile.
Yo, she's doing her job.
Lips. Let's say that you stop being late to class and have no more absences. Even though 0 points will be deducted from you this month, that doesn't mean that your points will increase, either. That means next month you will still receive 0 points. From another perspective, you could say no matter how times you're late or absent to class, it doesn't matter. So, you're not really at a loss, are you? TCH.
So it's already fucked. It's over, so you can just fuck around? Is that what she's saying?
Hirata's expression darkened. Her explanation was so counterproductive that it had the opposite effect. Some students seemed incapable.
I think she is just destroying the morale here, huh? This class is getting fucked by chabs.
Of understanding what she meant. The students who thought they could improve their situation by remedying bad behavior had their hopes dashed. That
It's
was
over.
probably Chayabashira Sensei's, or rather, this school's, intention. The bell rang, signaling the end of homeroom. It looks like we spent too much time yammering. I hope that you understood the gist of it. Well, it's about time that we switched to our main topic. From the tube she carried, she removed a white rolled-up poster and spread it out. She stuck the poster to the blackboard with some magnets. The still confused students stared blankly at the poster. Are these the results for each class? Horikita tentatively took a guess. She was probably right. Class A through Class D were listed. To the
This is like point system ranking tier map?
side was a row of numbers that went up to a maximum of 4 digits. Class D had 0. Class C had 490.
It's just like that chart of point distribution.
Class B had 650. And at the top was Class A, with a total of 940. In this case, 1,000 points would mean 100,000 yen, wouldn't it? Every class had apparently lost points. Isn't something about this odd?
That's quite impressive, huh? 960, right? They only like mitigated, they only lost like 40, huh? For Class A. They almost got all 100k. That's pretty, let's see that distribution again.
50. Class C had 409.
490, so like more than half is gone.
Class B had 650.
B is like, yeah, they lost 650? Oh yeah, I'm just off by 20. But like, this is pretty impressive.
And at the top was Class A, with a total of 900.
Damn, and we lost all of it, huh? That's crazy. Class A lost 60 points, we lost 1,000. Damn. Yo, this is why we need Gilgamesh to step up. Because Class D is so shit. We need to be able to carry ourselves, you know, with individual merit. Fuck the teamwork.
40. In this case, 1,000 points would mean 100,000 yen, wouldn't it? Every class had apparently lost points. Isn't something about this odd? Yeah, the numbers look too even. Horikita and I had both noticed something strange. You've all been doing whatever you please this past month. The school has no intention of preventing you from doing what you want. Your act.
Yeah, think about that shit too. Ryun is literally running a fucking mafia at school, dude. Running fucking clubs and shit. But you still got 490. Like, damn, what does that make Class D? It's too... with characters like Yamuki and Hondo, fucking... And Keiru Izawa. With characters like that balling out, it's too much, man. We're fucked.
Actions, such as being late or talking during class, only affect the points you receive. The same goes for how you use your points. How you choose to spend is entirely up to you. We have not put any restrictions on point usage. This isn't fair, though. We can't enjoy our student lives like this, shouted Ike, who'd stayed quiet until now.
Ike!
Yamauchi wailed in incredible agony. He'd already used up all of his points. Hey,
No!
you guys, action just like that. People can easily get.
Oops. I got too excited when Yamuki started crying. Where were we?
100 points. That was probably Chayabashira and the
Yep.
two-step attendance 15k close
Yeah.
only how you choose it, shouted Ike.
There we
who
go.
Stayed quiet until now. Yamauchi wailed in incredible agony. He'd already used up all of his points. Look here, morons. Every other class got points. The amount of points. Yamauchi wailed in incredible agony. He'd already used up all of his points. Look here, morons.
Look here, morons. Who is this?
Every other class got points. The amount of points we gave you for the first.
Oh no, Chabs just said, look here, moron. Yo. I'm not trying to be cold, by the way. I'm not trying to be mean. Remember she said that. This bitch crazy. Chabs is fucking so BM. She's starting beef at kids.
Months should be plenty for you to live on, but how do the other classes still have points left? That's weird. I've already told you. There's nothing unfair about it. All of the classes were scored using the same rules. Despite that, they didn't lose as many as you. That's the truth. But why is there such a difference in our point values? Hirata also seemed to have noticed that the numbers were too tidy. Do you finally understand now? Do you see why you were placed in Class D? The reason why we were placed in Class D?
Oh, he means like the trajectory. Like why D, C, B, A? There's like an upwards trajectory of points. It's because Class D stand for fucking dookie. Defects. Y'all fucking trash.
We simply accepted into this school, huh? But classes are normally divided up like this, right? Students exchanged glances. In this school, students are sorted by their level of excellence. The superior students are sorted into Class A, the least capable in Class D.
Damn.
It's the same system
Least
you
capable.
find in the major cram schools. In other words, Class D is akin to the last bastion for failures. You are the worst of the worst. You're defective.
You are the worst of the worst. You're defective.
This is just the result of you being defective. Horikita's face stiffened. She appeared shocked by this line of reasoning.
Chaps. Chaps. Listen up, you morons. You fucking dumbass. You are the worst of the worst. Defects, dude. This roast is crazy. Oh my god. This is all because Ike said, "Did you have menopause, sensei?" Ike said that, and Chavs just fucking flipped the switch, dude. She's going crazy.
It certainly made sense.
Yeah, and Suzune fucking flinched, dude. Suzune got a fucking... She realized. She just like aware. Oh my god. I'm trash too?
To sort the superior students with the other superior students and the failures with the failures. If you mixed rotten oranges with good ones, the rotten would quickly spoil the good. Inevitably, the superior Horikita would find this revolting. I, on the other hand, was
Superior Harukita.
glad. This meant I couldn't go any lower. However,
Koji was happy? Koji was like, nice. You know? This is like, if this is the worst I can get, this is actually not bad.
I have to say, this year's Class D was the first to ever spend all of their points in a single month. I am impressed by how much you indulged yourselves. Wonderful. Just wonderful.
Wonderful.
Sensei's false applause echoed throughout the classroom.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Just wonderful. Chayabashir by Class D was the first to ever spend all of their points in
The first to ever.
a single month. I am
To ever. So this is like, we're breaking world records right now, bro. Our class? Yo, we are breaking, shattering. We're making history. We are the first to ever spend all the points in a single month.
impressed by how much you indulged yourselves.
Wow.
Wonderful. Just wonderful.
Wow.
Chayabashira Sensei's false applause echoed throughout the classroom.
Chaps.
So, does that mean that once we reach 0 points, we lost?
Oh, guys. Here. Where is this? This is this scene. Chabs is roasting us while saying this right now, by the way.
Always stay there? Yes. You will remain at 0 until you graduate. But don't worry. You can still have a room in the dorms and free meals. You won't die. Although we knew that it was possible to get by with the bare minimum, a lot of students weren't comforted by that fact. After all, we'd lived a life of luxury this past month. To suddenly restrain yourself after that would prove seriously difficult. Won't the other classes make fun of us? Sadu
Yes,
kicked the
they already
legs
do.
of his desk with a loud whack after hearing.
You remember? Yes. Remember last night? Remember last night? Some people from other classes tried to start shit with Sadu? And Sadu said, we're from Class D? And you know what they did? They laughed and they walked away. They're like, yo, they're Class D, dude. Lamau, Class D, dude. We're fucked.
That the classes were divided based on merit, everyone else would probably believe that Class D was full of morons. Despair wasn't unreasonable. What? You're still
Class D is full of morons, dude. Morons. But like defective means a little bit different, huh? Because like Koji is defective because of his lack of like understanding of like how to be a human being. He's basically an alien. So that's like how he's defective. I think. Susune is defective because she mistakes independence for isolation. So like they're not dumb, right? They just are fucked up in different ways. So morons, are they morons? Not really. There's actually some morons though, right? There's some NPCs that are just actually stupid, right? Like, because like most of the Class D characters that we know are actually super smart, but they're just like really fucked up in very different ways. So I think it's really interesting.
Worried about your dignity, Sadu? Well then, work to make your class into the best one, huh? Your class's points aren't just linked to the amount of money that you receive each month. They're also indicative of your class rank. In other words, should we get to 500 points, then Class D would be promoted to Class C.
Yo! I actually did not know this, man. I straight up did not. But these are class points, right? Are these class points? So if we just get 500 and we just retain, you know, in this current ladder, we're Ryu and technically at 490. If we got 500, we would be Class C. So if we just, okay, these are class points. Okay. Individual points, class points. Right. Huh. Now I'm starting to realize the significance. So far, I didn't really know, like, understand exactly how. It's just like, yeah, I know there's class points and like private points, but it's like, when do we actually surpass Class C? It's just straight up in the next cycle when we tally up the point system. Just have more. It's just literally just the order of whoever has the most points gets categorized from D to A.
This really did sound like a company performance review.
Yep.
Now then, I have one more bit of bad news to share with you all. She stuck another sheet of paper up on the board. It listed the names of everyone in class. A number stood next to everyone's name. Judging from these, I can see that we've quite a few idiots in this class.
Few idiots?
As her heels clacked against the
floor.
Bro!
Morons. She's called us morons? Few idiots? Are you dumb? Oh my god, Chabs is still going off. Dude, this is the best part of the fucking first episode.
Glanced at us. These are the results of the short test you took a while ago. Your sensei was so happy after your excellent performance. Come on, what in the world did you all study when you were in junior high? With the exception of a few high scores, almost everyone tested below a 60. Even if you ignored Sadu's wonderful score of 14 points, there was Ike, scoring a
Sadu got 14. But then there was Ike.
little above him at 24 points.
Okay.
The average score was 65.
Damn.
I'm so glad. If this were an actual test, then 7 of you would have had to drop out. Drop out? What do you...
That test was the 10 questions, where 3 of them were like really hard, right? We did that. But it was like, don't worry, it doesn't affect your grade. This was Chab's way of just understanding, like, how smart are you on paper? Damn, 14. Damn. Sadu is like 14? Damn.
You mean, oh, what? Did I not explain this to you? If you fail on a midterm or final exam in this school, then you have to drop out. If we applied that rule to this test, anyone who scored below 32 points would be out. You guys really are stupid, aren't you? WH what?
You guys are really stupid, aren't you? Yo, I'm still waiting for the moment when we get our first expulsion in Classroom of the Elite anime. Because so far, they've talked about the concept of it, but it hasn't happened yet. You know? Oh lord, man. Can't wait for someone to get expelled. Who is it gonna be? Oh, the drama, man.
What? Wailed Ike and the other failures. There was a red line drawn on the paper, separating the 7 people in question from the rest of the class. Among those 7 people, Kikichi had scored highest, with 31 points. Anyone with a score
Let's go, Kikichi! 31 points!
equal to or lower than Kikichi's had failed. Hey, don't jerk us around, Si-chan sensei. Don't joke about kicking us out. Frankly, I'm also at a loss, the teacher said. These are the school rules. You should prepare for the worst. The teacher's right. There do seem to be a lot of morons here.
Morons?
Kurenji wore a smug grin while he polished his nails.
Go
his
get
legs
that!
propped on the desk. What the hell, Kurenji? You scored below the red line, 2 par. Where exactly are you looking, boy?
Wait, he scored bad?
Look again, huh? Kuenji is dot, huh? Starting from the bottom of the page, Suda scanned upward, and there he found Kuenji Rokosiak's name. Unbelievably, Kuenji had tied for the top spot, scoring 90 points.
God damn! What do you think you're looking at, boy? Look again! Holy fuck. Koenji just started talking mad shit, saying, there are a lot of morons in here. And Saru's like, says you. Saru didn't even know how to read properly. This is sad. This is actually bullying, dude. This is actual bullying. It's just like, he can't keep up with Koenji, dude. He's too witty. I can't believe they cut this in the anime. I would have loved to see this in the anime, bro. Imagine Koenji just talking mad shit with Chabs. Did episode 1... Yeah, Koenji's sorry. Pseudo is illiterate, so it's not fair. Hello, DBZ. Is there like a... Oh no. In episode 1, did Chabs roast him this hard? I can't really remember the exact details of Chabashira going off on these kids, but I do remember she was like kind of going off. Pretty sure Chabs was like kind of very smug about the whole point explanation in the end. In the light novel right now, she's like calling us actual like morons, like multiple times. And Koenji gets in there too. I can't believe they cut the Koenji scene, bro. Now, bro, in episode 1, Koenji had a swimming scene. Koenji had a speedo scene. Starting from the bus, Koenji fucking had 2 challengers. Not just Kushida. She fucking bodied an office worker and then Kushida after. Bro had a fucking speedo on in the fucking swimming pool. Right? We're still on episode 1 right now. And I'm just talking about all the Koenji scenes so far. And then he fucking did the fucking swimming thing in 50 meters. He beat everybody. He's a fucking Giga Chad. And then now Koenji's fucking calling them trash. There's so many Koenji scenes they skip. This is unforgivable. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Isn't this still episode 1? I swear to... Didn't you say this is still episode 1? We're still in the first 3 hours. Within the first 3 hours, Koenji swam. Second year? That's fucking season 4 and beyond. Yeah, if this is still episode 1, Koenji swam. I'm just talking about the 3 hours of content that we've already read so far. If this was all supposed to be episode 1 content, they cut out so much Koenji shit. This is bullshit.
That meant he'd been able to solve one of those super difficult problems. I never thought that Sadu was an idiot like me.
Damn, that's true. Koenji actually solved the super OP problems that Aina Koji also said that was really hard. The last 3 was really hard.
Cried Ike, a mixture of wonder and sarcasm in his voice. Oh, one more thing. This school, which operates under government supervision, boasts a high rate of advancement into elite education and workforce placement. That is a well-known fact. It's very likely that most of you have chosen a college or future workplace. Well, naturally, this school boasted the highest rates of advancement in the whole country. There were rumors that it was possible to get into a highly competitive school or company just by graduating. Rumors even suggested that graduation from this school was like receiving a recommendation to Tokyo University, the most prestigious of Japan's institutes of higher learning. However, nothing comes easy in this world. Mediocre people such as yourselves would have to be naive to think that you could easily get into the college or
Mediocre people as yourselves.
workplace of your choice. Chayabashira sensei's words carried throughout the room. In other words, you're saying that if we want to get into the company or college of our choice, we must, at minimum, surpass Class C? Hirata asked.
Bro, Koenji doesn't give a fuck about that. Koenji's already gonna be the heir of the Koenji conglomerate billionaire group.
You're wrong. To make your dreams of a bright future come true, your only option is to overtake Class A. This school guarantees nothing for any other students. That apostrophe s. Absurd. We didn't hear anything about that. A bespectacled student named Yukimura stood up.
Oh, a bespectacled student, dude. 4 eyes. Yukimura, Keisei is getting involved. That's 3 hours, dude. 3 hours and 11 minutes in. Yukimura has now been introduced. I'm pretty sure this is his first scene.
Tied with Kuenji for the top score.
Yo, he
indicating that
tied?
There were no
Whoa!
He tied with Kuenji for the.
What the fuck? Yukimura tied with Koenji? What? What? Wow. Wow. He got done so dirty in the anime! This is important! If they mentioned this fact, so many people would respect this character so much more. Dude. That's fucked up. They did Yukimura so dirty in the anime. I was suspicious why Yukimura was so goated in season 2. It turns out he was always goated. It's just that in season 1, they decided to like not give a fuck about Yukimura. Keisei Yukimura. Despite his excellent academic ability, his poor athletic ability and his lack of social skills landed him in D class. So his defect is he just min-maxed all on academic, but he has no athletic. But Koenji on the other side, he's got it all, baby.
The top score, indicating that there were no issues with his academic abilities. How disgraceful. There's nothing more pitiful than men losing their cool. As if prompted by Yukimura's words, Kuenji let out a sigh. Don't you feel dissatisfied being in Class D, Kuenji? Yukimura asked. Dissatisfied? Why would I feel dissatisfied? I don't understand. Because the school said
Koenji Mono, he's answering! Yukimura's like, yo, aren't you mad? Why are you not mad, bro?
satisfied. Why would I feel dissatisfied? I don't understand. Because the school says we're so low that we're basically delinquents and failures. We've been told that there's no guarantee whatsoever that we'll advance into higher education or get a job. But nonsense. That's so marvelously stupid that I can't even find the words. Kuenji didn't even stop polishing his nails or
He's
turn
still
to face
polishing.
Yukimura as he
No eye contact. Koenji did not falter. He's just polishing his nails still.
spoke. The school simply hasn't seen my potential yet. I pride myself on being great, and I value, respect, and regard myself more highly than anyone. So, the school arbitrarily placing me into Class D means nothing. Say, for instance, that I dropped out of school, I would be perfectly fine. After all, I am 100% positive that the school would come crying to take me back.
What?
That certainly sounded like something Kuenji would say.
Wow. Dude, he doesn't even care about the school rating system. This is why he's a Sigma. This is exactly everything Hikigaya Hachiman says he wants to do in Snafu. Koenji exists outside of everyone's system. Koenji loves himself so much more that the class's assignment to Class D has no meaning. This dude is insane. I can't believe they cut this shit out of the anime, dude. Koenji had a monologue. Koenji Yukimura scene. The anime is so bad. This is unfair. No. At least I'm gonna like cover light novel stuff after the anime airs. So when the anime is airing, I can't get upset because I don't know what I'm missing out on. But right now, damn, dude, this fucking sucks. This is like Arifureta, dude. This is like Arifureta when we watch Annie News content. And there's so much shit that's cut out. And it's like, damn, what the fuck? I wish I knew that. What the fuck? Dude, I'm starting to realize this light novel content stuff is just gonna make me mad. This is terrible. I understand why there's so many people that cry in my YouTube comment section every time I upload an anime reaction for Code. People cry at saying, you know, it's not good as a light novel. It's like, okay, I get it now.
Was it being macho or narcissism?
Narcissism.
It's true that if you didn't care about the school's classification of students, then it really wasn't a big deal. If you considered Koenji's impressive intellect and physical ability,
Yeah.
it was difficult to imagine that all the students in Class A could be better than him. Perhaps he'd been assigned to Class D because of his personality rather.
Did you hear that? If you just compete, it's pure facts and logic. Koenji better than all of A class, but just because of his personality, because he loves himself too much.
Than his ability. Besides, I don't care in the slightest if the school does or doesn't assist me to higher education or the workforce. It's been decided that I will lead the Koenji conglomerate group, whether
Dude.
I'm in class.
I'm gonna lead the country's conglomerate group. I will lead Japan into the next generation for the future. Koenji doesn't care, dude. This doesn't matter. Like, Koenji, like, here's what I'm thinking, guys. Here's what I'm thinking about Koenji. This dude, Koenji, is like the son of a conglomerate, right? So my understanding of Koenji now is that bro was just chilling at home as the first son of this ridiculously billionaire family that's goal is to better Japan and whatever politics. Everything has already been decided for him. Bro is chilling in his room with polishing his nails, and maybe his dad or something was like, yo, Koenji's kind of getting to that age. Maybe we should just send him to school as a protocol. I don't really care. Let's just send him to school. So Koenji's like at the school, just like as a vacation. It's like a side quest. This shit doesn't matter to him in his life. He probably doesn't even want to be here. I feel like he's just chilling. Nothing applies to him. He's just chilling and he's just dating all the cute girls. Why is Koenji in the school? I think maybe his dad just sent him. I don't know. You know the fucking rich parents like sending kids off to boarding schools and shit? I don't know. Koenji is that age. Maybe just fucking get some real life experience and then come back to lead the company. I think that could make sense.
Class D or Class A is a trivial matter. It was true that for a man whose future was already decided, getting into Class A was far from a necessity. Yukimura.
It doesn't
at a
matter
loss
to
for
him.
Words.
It doesn't matter to Yukimura and everyone else here. Their fucking goal is to get to Class A no matter what cost. Koenji doesn't care. That's the difference.
Simply sat.
And like the saddest thing is, Koenji could do it so easily. And that's the saddest part. Everyone else is so desperate to get to Class A. They work hard so together to get there. But like Koenji here, one of the few people that could easily get there decides not to. Because I don't care. Why would I put in the effort? I'm just chilling.
Back down. It looks like your bubbles have been burst. If you had simply understood the harsh reality of the situation from the start, then this long homeroom period might have meant something. Your midterm exams are in 3 weeks. Please think things over. And be careful not to drop out. I have confidence that you can find a way to avoid getting red marks on your report cards. If at all possible, challenge yourself to act in a way befitting a skilled individual. Chayabashira sensei exited the room, closing the door with some force for added emphasis.
And she ends the roast session. I think that was like a 30-minute roast, dude. Like, how long was that roast? Holy shit, dude. She called us moron, idiot, dumb, fucking clueless, mediocre. Give up on your fucking life here. Y'all are trash. Dookie. Here's a fucking chart. Here's a map to show you how you compare to everyone else. You guys suck. Goodbye. Close it. Just slams the door. Slams the fucking door for extra effect and leaves. Damn, Chabs. Dude, this is our teacher, man. This is fucked.
The students marked in red were left dejected. Even the normally proud Suda clicked his tongue and hung his head in shame. 7.1. if we don't get any more points, what I am gonna do? I used up all of my points yesterday. During the break, the classroom erupted into an uproar. Or rather, chaos. Forget about the points. What the hell about this class? Why was I put into class D? Yukimura cried resentfully. A thin layer of sweat covered.
Damn, Yukimura doesn't know. Yukimura doesn't know that he can't fucking even do like 10 push-ups. That's why you're in class D.
His forehead. Wait. Does this mean that we can't get into college now? Why did we even go to this school? Does Si-chan send?
That's kind of true. It's like it could have gone to any other school and still probably gone to college, but now it's like, damn, is it over?
Say hate us or something? None of the other students could hide their confusion. I understand that you're all confused right now, but everyone needs to calm down. Hirata, sensing the classroom tipping toward crisis, stood and attempted to rein everyone in. How are we supposed to calm down? Aren't you frustrated that she called us a bunch of failures? Yukimura said. Even if I was, isn't it better for us to band together so we can turn things around? Hirata asked. Turn things around? I don't even agree with how we were sorted in the first place. I understand. However, sitting here whining won't help us right now. What did you say? Yukimura quickly went to Hirata and forcefully grasped his collar. Calm.
Oh, what the fuck? Wait, Yukimura, what the fuck? I didn't know he had a little bit of a pseudo side to him. Hirata's right, but Yukimura's getting mad.
Down, you two, okay? I'm sure that the teacher talked to us harshly so we'd be inspired to do better, right?
The teacher talked to us harshly? The teacher called us a fucking moron? So that we would be inspired to do better. Are we inspired, guys?
That was Kushida. She slipped between the two and separated them, gently taking Yukimura's bald fist, just as anyone would
Yukimura's bald fist.
expect.
Bald.
Yukimura didn't try to hurt her and reflexively took half a step back. Besides, it's only been 1 month since we started here, right? Like Hirata-kun said, it's better if we all do our best together. Do you think that I'm wrong about that? No, it's, well, I certainly wouldn't say you're wrong, but Yukimura's anger had almost completely vanished. Kushida looked at everyone in class, and it was almost as if her eyes reflected a sincere wish for us to work together.
Wait! This is Kushida fucking dumb, isn't it? Kushida's kind of clutching. She just stopped that fight immediately, just defused the situation. Yukimura's anger has been quenched, and now she's uniting the class. Wait, Kushida is making some moves.
Yeah, it's better for us to band together, right? There's no need for you to fight. Yukimura. Hirata, I'm sorry, I lost my cool, Yukimura said. It's all right. I should have chosen my words a little more carefully. Kushida Kikyu's presence brought everyone together. I took out my cell phone and snapped a picture of the paper with the class point totals. Horikita, taking notice, looked at me with a puzzled expression. What are you doing? She asked. I haven't been able to figure out how points are calculated yet. You've also been taking notes, haven't you? If I could figure out how many points were deducted by being late or talking in class, it'd be easier to come up with countermeasures.
Just fucking find an equation based off of like 319 absences and whatever to the points that got deducted. That's so sweaty.
Wouldn't it be difficult to figure out those details at this stage? Besides, I don't think you can resolve this simply by investigating. Everyone in our class arrived late and talked too often. As Horikita had said, it certainly was difficult to conclude anything based on the current information. Also, Horikita's usually cool, composed attitude was gone. She seemed rather impatient. Are you trying to get into college, too? I wondered.
Horikita Suzune realizes that she's trash.
Why do you ask? Well, when we learned about the differences between A and D, you looked shocked. But
Shocked.
so was almost everyone in this class. More or less. If they told us at the start, that would have been one thing, but to explain it at this stage, unthinkable. Well, she was right about that. There was probably a lot of discontented grumbling coming from Class C and B students as well. After all, the school treated every class except for A like leftovers. Trying to get to the top was probably our best option. I think that before we even start talking about A or D or whatever, we should secure points. Points are just a byproduct of our performance, though. Not having points won't hinder our lives here at school. We have free options at almost every turn, right? Horikita said. If you thought about it that way, it'd be a relief for the students who'd lost all of their points. Won't hinder.
Yeah, Maoki doesn't need the points. You can just fucking... You don't need the points to survive here, right? You can just get free shit.
For our lives here at school, huh? If you wanted to simply get by, this wouldn't be a problem. However, there were many things you could only obtain with points. Entertainment, for example.
And chabs. You can buy chabs with points. What a slut.
If the lack of entertainment options wasn't a problem, then it'd be fine. But about how many points did you spend last month? Ayanokuji-kun. Oh.
Ayanokuji-kun. Ooh.
My points? I spent about 20,000, approximately. This was tragic for the students who'd used up their points, like Yamoki, who was ranting and raving at his desk. Ike had also spent almost all of his points. While unfortunate, they've simply reaped what they've sown, Horikita said. It was certainly true that indiscriminately spending all 100,000
Zune is just like, get fucked.
points in a single month was a slight problem. They baited us into spending all our points over the course of this 1 month, and we fell for it. 100,000 points per month. Even though everyone had thought it too good to be true, we'd been too happy to care. Attention, everyone. Before class begins, I want you to listen seriously for a moment, especially you, Sadu-kun. The class was still in an uproar, but Hirata claimed everyone's attention when he stood at the teacher's podium.
Did Hirata just get on the teacher's podium and said, hello, I'd like to get everyone's attention? Especially you, Sudokun? That's kind of fucked up.
TCH, what is it? Sadu grumbled. We didn't get any points this month. This is a serious problem, and one that will have an enormous impact on our daily lives moving forward. It's impossible for us to make it to graduation with 0 points, right? You're absolutely right, shouted one of the female students, her voice full of despair. Hirata gave a kind nod in response, sympathizing with her. Of course.
Who was that girl?
We must earn points next month. To do that, we all need to cooperate with each other. So, please, take care not to
Karuizawa
to talk during the lecture. Also, the use of cell phones during class is prohibited. Of course, huh? And why do you get to tell us what to do?
No more cell phone use in class, but I swear to God, I see Ayanokoji texting all fucking day at school.
Besides, that's supposing our points will increase. If they don't change at all, then it's useless. As long as we continue talking during class and being late, our points won't increase for sure. Although we can't go below 0 points, disruption will, without a doubt, count as strikes against us. I'm still not convinced. Besides, even if we get serious and work hard in class, our points won't necessarily go up. Sadu snorted and crossed his arms in defiance. Kushida took notice of this and commented on it. Well, the teacher did say that the being late and talking in class were obviously bad, right? Yeah, I agree with Kushida-san. It's only natural to avoid doing those things. That's just your own selfish interpretation. Besides, you don't know how to increase our points. Try talking to me after you figure that out. I don't think that there's anything particularly wrong with what you said, Sadu-kun. I apologize if I made you feel uncomfortable.
Sadu-kun, come on!
Hirata bowed his head politely toward the disgruntled Sadu. However,
Hirata bowing every time!
Sadu-kun, it's a fact that unless we all cooperate, we won't get any more points. Do whatever you want. It doesn't matter, just don't involve me in it. Understand? Sadu snapped.
Sadu's stupid. He's saying, Sadu is like, don't involve me in it. But he's so dumb. Because him failing is the reason why he's involved in it. It's your own fault, you dumbass. Stop fucking failing.
As if being in the room made him feel uncomfortable, he left immediately. I had to wonder, would he return when class started, or did he not intend to return at all? Sadu-kun really can't read the room.
Sadu can't read the room.
To class the most.
Sadu is the one that tanked the fucking attendance, dude. This motherfucker. He fucks it up, then gets angry at us when we're like trying to be nice and not trying to call him out and say, hey, we should do better, guys. And he's like, shut the fuck up. Don't involve me. And I'm like, you fucking idiot. This is all your fault.
Couldn't we still get some points even without Sadu-kun? Yeah, he really is the worst. Why is he in our class?
Yeah.
Until now, everyone had been enjoying.
Why is he in her class? He's the worst. Yo, these kids are savage. I agree though. Right now, Pseudo-kun fucking sucks.
Their lives of luxury to the absolute fullest. No one had previously complained about Sadu. Hirata stepped down from the podium and, strangely, stopped right in front of my desk. Horikita-san, Ayanokuji-kun. Do you have a moment? I want to speak with
Ayanokuji-kun.
you about how we can increase our points. I'd like you to join me. Can you? Why do you want us? I asked. I want to hear everyone's voices. However, if I ask for everyone to weigh in, I think more than half of the class probably won't take it seriously. So, he wanted to ask us individually. I doubted I'd be able to come up with any particularly useful ideas, but I supposed it couldn't hurt to talk. Just as I was thinking that, I'm sorry. Can you ask someone else? I'm not particularly good at discussing things with others, said Horikita. We wouldn't force you to speak up if you could help think of something.
Suzune does not want any part of this. She's like, fuck you. I'm not gonna join your meeting.
That would be good. Simply being there would be enough.
No.
Hirata said, I'm sorry, but I have no interest in something meaningless. This is the first trial we're facing together as a united Class D. So then...
United Class D, dude! He says we're united! No fucking shot.
I refuse. I won't participate. Her words were stern, yet composed. While she'd considered Hirata's position, she refused him once again.
Damn.
I'm sorry, if you change...
That's fucking 2 back-to-back. She's like, this is fucking meaningless. Leave me alone.
your mind, I'd love for you to join us. Horikita had already stopped looking at Hirata, who withdrew dejectedly. What about you, Ayanokuji-kun?
Ayanokuji-kun.
Honestly, I'd be glad to participate. I'd thought that most of the class would be involved. However, if Horikita was the only one absent, then she might be treated the same as Sadu. I'll pass. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry for bothering you. If you change your mind, please let me know. Hirata probably understood what I was thinking. I hadn't rejected him strongly. After the discussion ended, Horikita began preparing for the next class. Hirata's a great guy. He's able to get everyone to take action just like that. People can easily get depressed in these situations. That's one perspective. Yes, if we could easily solve this by talking, then that'd...
Hirata's actually such a giga in the light novel right now too. I wonder what Koenji was doing right in the entire time. He probably already left.
Be fine. However, if an unintelligent student tries to lead the discussion, the group will fall further into chaos, to the point where there's no hope of salvaging anything. Besides, I can't meekly accept my current situation. You can't accept what now? What do you mean? Horikita didn't answer my question. She fell completely silent. 7.2. Class had ended for the day. Hirata stood at the podium, using the blackboard to prepare for our big discussion. Because of Hirata's powerful charisma, almost everyone in our class had shown, with the exception of a few like Horikita and Sadu. When I looked around...
See, Suzune and Sadu? They're two peas in the pod. They both fucking bailed for different reasons.
I noticed that they'd already left the room. I decided to leave before the discussion got into full swing, as well. Ayanokuji. Yamoki suddenly appeared from under my desk. Did
you see that? Did you see that? Ayanokuji, but the Umaki. Umaki Yamoki, dude. Umaki, Yamauchi. Yamauchi just appeared. Yamauchi scene.
Hey, Ayano Kuji. Yamauchi suddenly appeared from under my desk. His expression death-like. Whoa. WH what?
What?
What's wrong? Hey, buy this from me for 20,000 points. I can't buy anything.
Yamago's trying to sell his shit, dude. Yamago needs some points. Please buy this. No way, dude. Yamago's gonna have to fucking go 0. So like in the anime, does he have more points now? What happened? We started doing better as a class. And we started like winning events. So does he have like more private points now? Yamago's not like starving in the anime, right? Or has he been starving the entire time? What's going on? He's doing a bit better. He's got some points now. Hirata is Hayama from Classroom of the Elite. Yeah. Hirata, Haruto, Koki from Arifureta, not really as much because I feel like Koki is more of a white knight self-inserting. Hirata and Hayato I feel like doesn't have that kind of narcissistic tendencies. I feel like they're kind of like self-aware of who they are and how they're perceived by the public, but it doesn't like go to their head. I feel like that's kind of their character.
Yamauchi placed the game console he'd purchased the other day on my desk. Frankly,
PSP
I didn't
Viva.
even want the thing, but if you sell it to me, who am I supposed to play with? I asked. How the heck should I know? Come on, it's good, right? It's special, so it's a good deal. I'll buy it from you for 1,000 points.
Oh.
Hey, Ayano Kuji. Come on, you're my only hope.
Ayano Kuji just offered 1,000 points for the PSP Vita.
Why am I the only one? I can't afford it. Anyway, Yamauchi looked at me all teary-eyed, which grossed me out.
Yamauchi looked at me all teary-eyed, which grossed me out. Ayano Kuji-kun.
The other way. He must have realized I wasn't biting, so he immediately switched to a new target. Professor, your best buddy has a
Oh shit, it's the Wii, but the professor.
favor to ask. Buy this game system for 22,000
What the fuck, bro? Increase the price. It's 22,000 now.
points. He was trying to get the professor to buy it and had shamelessly increased the price.
Shamelessly.
Things must be really tough for the people who used up their points.
This random fucking commentary from Ayano Koji is fucking hilarious.
Remarked Kushida as she observed Yamauchi. What about you, Kushida? Do you have enough points? Girls have a lot of necessities. After all, I'm okay. For now, anyway. I've used up about half of my points. I kind of lost control the first month and overspent, so it'll be a little difficult to hold myself back. What about you? Ayano Kuji-kun, are you
Ayano Kuji. It's always like Ayano Kuji.
okay? It's got to be hard not to spend money when you're so popular. I've barely used any of my points, to be honest. I haven't really needed to buy anything because you don't have friends? She asked. Hey,
Damn.
sorry, I didn't mean to offend.
That's fucked
Kushida
up.
apologized with a giggle. She was
That's
too
fucked up.
cute when she did that. Hey,
Too cute?
Kushida-san, do you have a minute?
Yo, Koji fucking simps for Kushida, man. In light novel right now. He actually simps for them. It's kind of crazy, huh?
Karu Aizawa asked. What's up? Karu Aizawa-san. Honestly, I've spent way too many points, and I'm seriously running low. Some of the other girls in class have lent me a few points, but I was wondering if you could help me out, too.
Keiruizawa is begging for points right now, bro. Keiruizawa. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
We're friends, right? I only need, like, 2,000 points from you. Karu
She fucking begging for 2,000 points? Keiruizawa out here hustling, man.
Aizawa didn't seem all that earnest, laughing breezily while she hit up Kushida. In such a case, rejection should be
Yeah.
the knee-jerk reaction. Okay, sure. I repeated silently, but it
Kushida's
wasn't my
fine.
business. This was a problem for the friends in question. Kushida had decided to help Karu Aizawa without even a hint of reluctance. Thank you. This is really
Kaoru
what friends
Izawa.
are for. Huh? By the way, here's my number. Okay, see you later. R. Inogashira-san.
Damn. Kushida, that was a fucking investment, dude. She's fine with the 2,000 points there. Because she's like trying to get close to everybody. That is a fucking investment, 2,000 points.
Hey, to tell
Yeah, and Karuizawa is kind of dookie, man.
you the truth, I used up too many of my points. Karu Aizawa turned away just like that and went in pursuit of her next target.
Targets.
Are you sure? You know you probably won't get those points back, right? I asked. I can't just ignore a friend in need. Karu Aizawa-san has a lot of friends, too, so I think it's probably hard for her not to have any points. I think using up
Dude, she probably has a lot of points right now.
100,000 points is kind of her own fault, though. Wait, how do you transfer points? Kushida asked. Karu Aizawa gave you her phone number, didn't she? You should be able to do it with your cell phone. This school really does take great care of its students. It even has a way to help students like Karu Aizawa-san. True. Transferring points was a lifesaver for Karu Aizawa.
Yeah, Karuizawa's getting carried, but she's basically just getting donation from her Sims, dude. But Yamuchi, Yamagod, life's hard out there for Yamagod, man. No one wants to donate to Yamagod.
But was it really necessary to give her the money? If anything, it seemed a recipe for disaster. The loudspeaker came alive with a soothing sound effect, and a robotic voice issued an announcement. Ayanokuchi-kun.
Ayanokuchi.
Class D. Please come see Chayabashira-sensei in the faculty office.
Yo. We're about to get a 1v1 with Chabs in the light novel? Oh, cause like, in the, what's it called? In the anime, they actually dedicate many different scenes for Ayanokoji and Chabs 1v1. I noticed that. They actually take the time in the limited time they have in the anime. They always make sure to include these solo 1v1 Ayanokoji and Chabs scenes. So in the light novel, I'm sure these are like really important, huh?
Looks like the teacher wants to see you. Yeah, sorry, Kushida. Gotta go. I was sure I hadn't done anything to get me called to the office. Exiting the classroom.
Hello,
I
Sir
could
Gregor.
feel my classmates' stares drilling a hole into the back of my head. Timid as a rabbit, I found the faculty office and entered. I looked all around, but I didn't find Chayabashira-sensei anywhere. Baffled, I called out to a teacher inspecting her appearance in a mirror. Excuse me, is Chayabashira-sensei here? Si-chan? Oh. She was just here a moment ago. The teacher had wavy, shoulder-length hair, which made her look mature.
B-class?
She said
B-class teacher.
Sensei's name made them sound close. They were near
Yeah, this is B-class teacher. No? C-class teacher? Okay.
age and probably friends. She must have stepped away for a minute. Do you want to wait
B-class?
here? No, thank you. I'll wait in the hall. I didn't like...
Hoshinomiya. What is her character card, huh? Is there a scene of her? She does show up in season 1 quite a lot, actually. Right? Hoshinomiya. Yeah, this girl. Chile! Chile!
なんかさ、久しぶりよね。
She got the curls, dude. She got the Oriana curls, dude.
3人でこうしてゆっくり腰を下ろすなんてさ。
She's just the alcoholic teacher.
あ、そういえば見
A class? Where's the C class teacher? I guess they don't really get along,
た
huh?
よ。この間デートしてたでしょ。新しい彼女。
知恵こそ前の男はどうした？
2週間
Damn, GG, 2 weeks and done.
で別れた。
ちえ、
何？
通例では地球グループにクラスの代
Nobody here has gotten any more points yet. It's the first of the month.
allotment. Your unconscionable behavior, and that alone, has resulted in the withholding of your points allowance for this month. The points allotted to this class for the month comes out to a
Oh damn, I've been muted the entire time. I don't even know when I muted myself. Probably since the start of this video. The Yamaga, dude. Did you see that? The morons. Did you see this part though? Did you see the Horikita fucking? Four clowns in this fucking show? Hondo, Yamagod, Ike, Sadokun, dude. Oh my god. This is the most fucking trash lineup, dude. It's just four fucking morons in one frame. This is crazy. This is the weakest fucking class of the elite picture that exists. The power levels that's gathered. This lineup of characters is so bad, dude. Yabuchi. Oh my god. Oh god.
Nobody here has gotten any more points yet.
Oh my god.
alone has resulted
Also, the music that's playing right now while Chabs roasts them is fucking crazy. It's so hyped.
in the withholding of your points allowance for this month. The points allotted to this class for the month comes
Sato-kun, right? Sato-kun and Ike.
out to a total of 0.
No
Nani?
way. I have to live on no money this whole month.
Market price of like 22,000, dude.
Hold us.
Did it never occur to
Oh, Koji. In the light novel, when asked when did Koji spend money, how much did he expend? He said 20k. Technically, it's only. Oh, say what you will about English dub being bad in most anime, but that scene right there, that one liner from Chabs in the English dub went kind of hard.
so?
That ending is crazy. That build up of music is so good. Yokoso. Classroom of the Elite, dude. Where is that scene? Oh yeah, that was all this. That was just all this. They covered that, right? That was the exact same pose that Chabs was having in the anime dub. Right? Yeah,
We think
this is it. That's the scene. So like the anime, obviously there are some details that the anime is covering. Even like Horikita like writing down the notes of what Chab said about the absences and shit. So like little detail like that they included is kind of cool. Even the points that Ayano Koji spent was pretty much right. This scene was pretty cool. You're worth nothing, so you get nothing. That's the teacher saying that too, dude. That's your teacher saying that too, dude. The school has deemed you garbage. You're worth nothing, so you get nothing, bitch. Damn. Yeah, they didn't give us a Koenji scene, huh? Koenji at that moment would have said, I agree. So many trash around me. As she polishes his nails. Holy shit, dude. I know why you're really here. Chili hot cherry. This is so good. Thank you. 1 minute 36 time spam. I bet if I click this, we're about to go to Chab's titties, okay?
Told you on the first day of class, didn't I? I was perfectly clear. This school judges its
Yo, the cameraman is crazy for this. That's been 5 seconds of fucking slowly zooming up Chav's tits right here, dude. It actually did that. Dude, the cameraman is insane for doing that.
Being in the faculty office, I hated attention, so the hall would do just as well. However, the young teacher unexpectedly followed me. I'm Hoshina Miyachi, in charge of Class B. See,
Class B.
and I have been best friends since high school. That's
Chavs and her are best friends since high school.
why we call each other C-chan and Chi-chan. That information seems kind of
C-chan,
superfluous.
Chi-chan.
Hey, me from top to bottom, as if sizing me up. My name's Ayano Kuji, I said.
I love the way that this voice says Ayana Koji. It's always Ayana Koji. It's so fucking good.
As if sizing me up. My name's Ayano Kuji, I said. Ayano Kuji-kun. Huh? Oh, wow, that's a cool name. You're pretty popular, aren't you? What was with this overly friendly teacher? She acted more like a student. If this were an all-boys school, she would have immediately captured every student's heart.
Yo, she would have some fucking lawsuits, man. This teacher is too chill. She's alcoholic and she's way too chill.
Hey, do you already have a girlfriend? She asked.
What the fuck?
No, I...
Whoa. What is this B teacher Ayana Koji interaction? Cause like in the anime, there are moments when the B teacher is also very interested, along with Arisu. Arisu, Ichinose, B teacher, they're all very interested in Ayano Koji in season 1, but I don't know why. There are just random scenes where they just talk about Ayano Koji and they're like, oh, he's so cool and mysterious, right? This is the reason. Because they had these moments where they already met and talked about it. Dude, yeah, she's fucking thirsty, dude. She's trying to fucking groom young Ayano Koji right now. Yeah, but Ayano Koji is horny as fuck. Ayano Koji would do this.
I'm, not especially popular. I tried to seem reluctant, but Hoshinamiya sensei kept pushing herself onto me. She grabbed my arms with slender, delicate hands.
What the fuck? She grabs our arm. Yo, teachers can't be just touching students like that.
How unexpected. If we were in the same class, I'd never leave you alone. Perhaps because you're so innocent, or do you like playing hard to get? She caressed my cheeks.
What? This is crazy! I thought we were gonna get a Chav scene! This is a fucking B teacher grooming a scene! Holy shit! She would get fired if this is crazy. Wow. This is how B teachers act? Oh my god.
I had no idea what to do. She'd probably stop if I licked her fingers, but I had a feeling
Licked her
that'd get me
fingers.
expelled. What are you doing? Hoshinamiya, Chayabashira sensei appeared out of
No, Chab's cock blocking us. Ayano Koji was about to lick her fingers, dude. Ayano Koji-kun was about to fucking lick her finger and then Chabs fucking showed up.
nowhere. With a loud thud, she smacked Hoshinamiya sensei on the head with her clipboard. Hoshinamiya sensei crouched and gripped her skull in apparent pain. Ouch. What was that for? She cried, for getting involved with one of my students. I was only keeping him company while he waited for you.
Keeping him company, dude. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, alright? While I'm in the bathroom, watch this.
Paid off, and someone gave up their seat. The bus reached their school, and Ayano Koji...
I think it was like a random office worker, right? A random office worker got up, right?
thinking to himself that this girl was quite capable. But even then, this wouldn't be easy. Ignoring the blonde high schooler's rudeness, everyone on the bus agreed. Why should they have to give up their seat?
Yes.
Ayano Koji observed carefully, and his eyes met with the girl next to him. It was Horikita, and while they hadn't met yet...
So technically, this is a bus of just Class D students? Is that it? Is that why they're all trash? Well, it's not just Class D, you know, there is a couple of Class D students in here, but, you know, there's some office workers in here too.
He could tell they shared the same opinion. Finally, the high school girls...
This lady right here. This lady getting up right now to give her seat to the fucking granny. She's weak. Weak mindset. L. She would not be Class D in the classroom of the elite. Nah, she would be fucking Class E, dude. Fucking getting up for the granny. Weak.
Off,
Tool.
and someone gave up their seat.
Now think about it. The granny in this moment is the product of the black room. She orchestrated this entire thing. And you think Koenji saying all that shit? You don't think they were conspiring from the beginning? No. Koenji and Granny started this shit so that the granny could fucking shit on everybody in this bus and then have her own seat. That's right, guys. You guys all got fucking played.
The bus reached their school and Ayanokoji got out, but before he could get to class, Horikita confronted him. She wanted to know why he was looking at her. Ayanokoji apologized and said that he just wanted her opinion on the whole seating situation. Horikita confirmed his suspicions. She too didn't want to give up her seat, but it was for a completely different reason.
I think Ayanokoji here says, I don't want problem. We are kind of the same because we made the same decision, but Ayanokoji says, I don't want problems. And Suzune says, bitch, we are not equal. I did this of my own volition. I don't problem? This is why you and I are not the same. Why the fuck is this girl so hostile immediately, dude? What the fuck is wrong with her? This is their first interaction. They just got off the bus. She's like, the fuck what you looking at me for? And Ayanokoji's like, I don't know. I just thought it was interesting that, you know, you didn't get over it. I thought we just shared the same opinion. I don't want any problems. And she's like, you don't want problems? Fuck you. What a bitch.
Ayanokoji didn't want to get involved because he
True.
didn't want to be in the...
True. Nobody acts like that on their first time talking to somebody.
Chan, it would have been better if you just left him alone. Thanks for waiting. Hey Ayanokuji, let's go into the office. The guidance office? I asked. Did I do something wrong? I've been trying to keep a low profile here. A good answer. Come. While I wondered what this was all about, I followed Chayabashira sensei. Hoshinomiya sensei remained.
Is it because of Ayanokoji's test score that Chabs is impressed? Did Ayanokoji go fucking hard on the quiz?
By my side, smiling widely. Chayabashira sensei noticed and turned, her face much like a demon's. You stay, she ordered. Come on, don't be so cold. It won't be the end of the world if I listen, right? Besides, C-chan, you're definitely not the type to give one-on-one guidance. Pulling a new student like Ayanokuji-kun into the guidance room out of nowhere. Are you after something? I wonder. Grinning, Hoshinomiya-sensei scooted behind me and placed her hands on my shoulders. I sensed a storm
What the fuck?
brewing. So, C-chan.
Yo, she's still holding me? This teacher followed us in and she's still holding her fucking shoulder? Yo, I think she likes Ayanokuji-kun's forearms and back muscles. I think she likes that shit.
Are you looking to be dominated by a younger man?
What the fuck?
Dominated by a younger man?
What?
Did that mean?
What?
Don't say such stupid things.
What?
That wouldn't be possible.
What?
You're certainly right. It wouldn't be possible for you, Si-chan.
What?
Hoshinomiya-sensei muttered, her words laced with a double meaning.
What?
Why are you following us? This is a Class D matter, huh?
These teachers are demons, both of them.
I can't go to the guidance room? That's not okay. Come on. I can give advice, too. As Hoshinomiya-sensei continued to follow, a female student came up to us. A beautiful girl with light pink hair. I'd never
Ichinose.
seen her before.
No, Sakura.
Hoshinomiya-sensei, do you have a moment?
Ichinose Sakura, pink hair?
The student council wishes to discuss something with you. She glanced at me, but quickly returned her attention to Hoshinomiya.
Yeah, because Ichinose has like blonde pink hair.
Sensei. All right. You have someone who needs you. Get to it. Slap. Chayabashira sensei smacked Hoshinomiya sensei on the butt with her clipboard.
Oh, what? Chabs just smacked her in the butt? Oh my goodness. I see how, okay.
Get mad at me if I hang around any longer. See you later, Ayanokuji-kun. Alright, Ayakino-san. Let's go to the faculty office. With that, she turned on her heel and left with the beautiful Yaki nose. Chayabashira-sensei lightly scratched her head while she watched Hoshinomiya-sensei leave. Soon after, we entered the guidance room, which stood beside the faculty office. So, why did you call me here? I asked. Well, about that, before we begin, please come here. She briefly glanced at a clock hanging on the wall, which gave the time as 9 o'clock, and opened the door. Inside was a small office kitchenette. She placed a kettle on top of a stove. I'm going to make tea. Is roasted green okay? She asked. I picked up the container with the tea powder. Don't make any unnecessary moves. Shut up and get in here. Understand?
What the
Don't
fuck?
Make a sound and stay until I tell you it's okay.
Okay,
to come out.
okay.
If you don't do as I say, you'll be expelled, she
Oh,
said.
oh.
What do you mean by? She closed the door to the kitchenette without explanation,
Oh my, we're gonna get expelled, dude. We're actually gonna get expelled.
leaving me in there. What in the world was she scheming? I did as I was told and waited. Soon after, I heard the outer door to the guidance room open. Come in. So, what did you want to talk to me about, Horikita? I heard Chayabashira-sensei say. Apparently Horikita was in need of guidance. I will be frank. Why was I sorted into Class D? That's quite frank. Today, you told us that the school sorted superior students into Class A. You said that Class D was filled with the leftovers,
Defects.
the last bastion of delinquents. That's true.
Worst
you
of the
must
worst.
consider yourself to be a superior person. I wondered how Horikita would respond. I'd bet she'd confidently object. I solved nearly every problem on the entrance examination. I made no substantial mistakes on the interview, either.
How did they know about his personality then? What is the interview process? No one really knows that, right?
At the very least, I shouldn't have been sorted into Class D. Looks like I would have won that bet. Horikita was definitely the type to think herself superior. She wasn't excessively self-conscious, either. She'd tied for first place on the test, as shown in the morning's results. You solved nearly all of the problems on the entrance examination. Normally I couldn't show the examination results to individual students, but I'll make an exception in this case.
Oh.
I just so happen to have your answer sheet here. You're
Oh, shit.
incredibly prepared. It apostrophe S. Almost as if you knew I'd come here to protest. I'm an instructor. I understand the mind of a student, at least to some degree, Horikita Suzune.
Does she understand the mind of Ayanokoji though?
Just as you said, you did well on the entrance examination. You had the third highest test score among the first year students and were
Third highest. Ayanokoji, Koenji, and then Suzune. Maybe it's that order.
close to the highest
Unless Ayanokoji didn't flex.
and second highest scoring students. You did exceedingly well, and you're right. We found no particular problems in your interview. On the contrary, we evaluated you quite highly. Thank you
Then it's Yukimura. Yukimura, Koenji, Suzune.
very much. So then, why, before I answer, why are you dissatisfied with Class D? Who could be happy with an incorrect evaluation? Furthermore, the class rankings grade.
Arisu? Hold the fuck up. Wait a minute. This is all first years. This is all. Hey, for some reason, I thought that our school, our cohort, was like the newest to the school. We all arrived at the same time. Right now, everybody is finding about this kind of crazy, shocking S system right now, right? Manabu has been here for a long time. But Arisu is class 1A. For some reason, I thought I just... I want to see the perspective of class 1A. Like, yeah, that's what I want to see. Like from day one, like, could you, is there a perspective of those classes? From the first moment they landed here? Of how they figured this shit out and managed to like, not lose out so many points? What?
Because it feels like we got blindsided out of fucking nowhere. And like when I saw Ryuen and Arisu like beefing with each other, for some reason I thought like class 1D is like the newest class here. And everyone else has been here for like an established amount of time. That's why they're aware of the system and that's why they're already like making money. But I thought that 1D was like the newest for some reason. That's why. Huh.
Impact our future prospects. Of course, I'm dissatisfied. Incorrect evaluation? Perhaps your self-evaluation is far too high. Chayabashira sensei snickered, or rather, laughed outright. I acknowledge that your academic ability is excellent.
She fucking snickered and laughed at me.
You're certainly very smart. However, who decided that smart people are categorically superior? We never said that. But that's just common sense. Common sense? Didn't common sense create our current, flawed society before? Japan relied solely on test scores to separate the superior and inferior. As a result, the incompetents at the top tried desperately to kick down the truly superior students. In the end, we settled on
rise up! Dumb people are superior!
A system of hereditary succession. A system of hereditary succession meant that things like social standing, prestige, and employment were passed down to future generations. At those words, I groaned unintentionally. My chest hurt. You're a capable student. I don't deny that. However, this school's goal...
He groaned? His chest hurts? Chabs is like talking about like... There's many different parameters, not just academic intellect we grade you on, but that it like hurts him?
Generations. At those words, I groaned
unintentionally.
Intentionally. My chest hurt. Your
chest hurts. Oh, because this is like white room shit. This is like what they teach you, isn't it? It's like you gotta be a perfect human being. You gotta be like, you know, you gotta lead Japan. That's like what Dad was talking to Koji about. Yeah, this is like reminding him of that. That's why he groaned.
You're a capable student. I don't deny that. However, this school's goal is to produce superior people. If you believe academics alone place you into a higher class, you are mistaken. That was the very first thing we...
I think it's like a popularity contest, man. At the end of the day, all this leadership shit, I think it's just like a popularity contest. And the smarter you are and the more popular you are, the easier it becomes to like have like unite people and shit like that.
We explained to you. Besides, think rationally. Would we have admitted someone like Sadu if we decided superiority based solely on academic merit? TCH. Despite the fact
he's just like an athletic anomaly, so that's why he was allowed to come in even though he has like no brain.
That this was one of the country's leading preparatory schools. This place allowed students to enroll for purposes other than academics. Furthermore, you may be too hasty in proclaiming that no one would be happy to be incorrectly evaluated. Take Class A, for instance. They are under incredible pressure from the school, and also the target of extreme envy from the lower classes. Competing every day with that kind of pressure bearing down upon you is far more...
What do you mean? Ryuen just came in with Albert. And they just beat the shit out of everybody. And he said, I'm the leader. Anyone speak up, we'll fuck you up.
More difficult than you might imagine. There are some students who are happy to be incorrectly evaluated at a lower level. You're joking, right? I can't understand such a person. Is that so? I think that Class D boasts some of those people. Strange students who would happily be set at a low level. It was almost as if she were talking to me. You still haven't given me an explanation. Was I honestly sorted into Class D? Did any...
Why are you guys telling me she's talking about Koji? I'm answering Progangster's question about Ryuen. What are you guys talking about?
Thing go wrong with the grading? Please double check. Horikita says still happily be... I think that there are some students who are happy to be incorrectly evaluated at a lower level. You're joking, right? I can't understand.
That's Koenji.
And such a person. Is that so? I think that Class D boasts some of those people.
Koenji and Koji, because they don't care about the class. They just want freedom.
Strange students who would happily be set at a low level. It was almost as if she were talking to me. You still haven't.
Shabs already knows.
Given me an explanation. Was I honestly sorted into Class D? Did anything go wrong with the grading? Please double check, Horikita said. I'm sorry, but you weren't sorted by mistake. You are definitely in Class D. You are at that level.
You're at that
so?
level.
Then
You're the worst of the worst, Horikita.
I will ask the school again, at another time. Apparently, she wasn't going to give up. Horikita had merely determined that her homeroom teacher was the wrong person to ask. You'll get the same answer from anyone in a higher position.
She's coping so hard. She's like, come on, I'm Class A material, right?
Besides, there's no need to be disappointed. As I told you this morning, it's possible for one class to overtake another. You could conceivably reach Class A before you graduate. I can't imagine it will be easy, though. Forget overtaking Class A. How in the world could those immature Class D misfits gain more points? I can't see how it's possible. Horikita spoke the truth. The difference in points was overwhelming. I don't know. You alone get to decide how you head down that path. At any rate, Horikita, do you need to be in Class A for any special reason? Well, I suppose that's enough
Manabu.
for now. Excuse me.
Manabu.
But know that I'm not yet convinced I was sorted correctly. Understood. I will keep that in mind. A chair squeaked against the floor, signaling that the discussion was over. Oh, that reminds me. I've summoned another person to the guidance room. It's someone relevant to you. Relevant to me? No. You can't mean... Bro. Come on out.
Bro.
Ayano-kuji. The
Hey,
teacher said
Ayano-kuji.
this was a bad time to reveal myself. Maybe I just wouldn't go. If you don't come out, I'll have you expelled. Jeez.
Uh-oh.
A teacher shouldn't casually wield expulsion like a weapon. How long do you intend to keep me waiting with a
Damn, Chabs never did this in the anime. Chabs just like, she just keeps saying, I'm gonna expel you.
I entered the room. Naturally, Horikita appeared surprised and perplexed. Were you listening to our conversation? She asked
Eavesdropping.
me. Listening? I know you guys were talking, but I didn't really hear anything. The
Sus.
walls are surprisingly thick. That's not true.
Sussy.
Voices carry pretty well into the kitchen. Apparently, Chayabashira-sensei wanted to drag me into the action. Sensei, why would you do this? Horikita noticed that this had all been planned and was clearly angry
The
because
setup.
I deemed it necessary. Now then, Ayano-kuji, I'll explain why I called you here. Chayabashira-sensei dismissed Horikita's concerns and shifted her attention to me.
Bro, she just ignored Suzune. She's not even answering her anymore.
Well then, if you'll excuse me. Horikita muttered. Wait, Horikita. It would be in your best interest to stay and listen. It may provide you with a hint on how to reach Class A. Horikita stopped dead in her tracks and sat back down. Please keep it brief, she said. Chayabashira-sensei chuckled as she glanced over her clipboard. You're an interesting student. Ayano-kuji. Not at all. I'm certainly not as interested.
Ayano-kuji. Ayano-kuji.
As a teacher with a strange surname like Chayabashira. Would you speak like that?
Yeah, Chayabashira is also really weird, isn't it?
To every Chayabashira in the nation? If you looked all over the country for another person with the surname of Chayabashira, you probably wouldn't find one. Well, when I read over the entrance exams results, your scores piqued my interest.
Oh.
I was shocked. On her clipboard, I saw a rather familiar answer sheet. 50 points in Japanese.
Everything.
50 points in mathematics.
Everything.
50 points in English.
Bro, should have fucking like balanced it a little bit, huh? 50 on everything's a little sussy.
50 points in social studies, 50 points in science. You even scored 50 points on the recent short test. Do you know what this means? A stunned Horikita
It means that he's a fucking genius.
looked over my test paper and then shifted her focus.
But if any of you guys try to fucking get 50% on exams, you're gonna fail. And then you can't say you're Ayano-kuji. Only Ayano-kuji gets to almost fail fucking exams and say he's a genius.
Focus to me. This is a rather frightening coincidence, she said. Oh, you
Yeah, this is the Manabu scene too.
believe that getting 50s all across the board was a coincidence? He did it intentionally. It's a coincidence. There's no evidence that it's not. Besides, what would I gain by manipulating my scores in the first place? If I were intelligent enough to achieve high marks, I would have tried to get perfect scores.
He doesn't care though.
As I feigned innocence, Chayabashira-sensei sighed in exasperation. You really do seem like an odious student. Listen, only 3% of students solved the 5th math problem successfully. However, you solved it perfectly
Damn.
and used a
Isn't that a little bit of a blunder from Koji? Getting all 50s, which is already sus, and then fucking deciding to just pop off on a little quiz and just solve all the extra questions. He flexed a bit. And then now Chabs is getting suspicious.
complex formula to do so. However, the 10th problem on the test had a completion rate of 76%. Did you make a mistake on it? Is that normal? I don't know what normal is. It was a coincidence, I tell you, a coincidence, for crying out loud. I respect your frank attitude, but it'll cause problems for you in the future, the teacher said. I'll think about that when the time comes. Chayabashira-sensei shot Horikito a glance that seemed to say, what do you think? Why do you pretend not to know? She asked. Like I said, it was a coincidence. It's not like I'm hiding that I'm a genius or anything. I wonder, he may be even more intelligent than you. Horikito flinched. Please don't say anything unnecessary.
Oh, Suzune just got fucking... Yo, Suzune. I think this kid that got 50 on everything is smarter than you, bitch. And then she fucking... Sazune just fucking flinched.
Ayabashira-sensei, I don't like studying, and I don't plan to try hard. That's why I get those scores. A student who chose this school wouldn't say something like that. However, some students may have different reasons for getting in. You,
Yes.
for example, and Koenji as well. I think
Koenji.
you're fine with being in either D or A. This school was
Koji and Koenji don't care if they're in D or A. Their life doesn't really change, does it?
wasn't the only abnormal thing. The teachers were weird, too. Moments earlier, Chayabashira-sensei had upset Horikito with just her words. It was almost as if the teachers knew every student's secrets. What other reasons do you have? Horikito asked. You want me to explain it to you in detail? I noticed the sharp gleam in Chayabashira-sensei's eyes. It was almost as if she wanted to provoke Horikito. No, we'd best stop here anymore, and I might go mad and destroy all the furniture in here, I said.
Jesus.
If you did that, Ayano-kuji, I would demote you to E-class. Wait, there's an
E-class?
E-class?
No.
Certainly. Of
E-class doesn't exist.
course. The E stands for expelled. As in, you'd be kicked
Okay. E is expelled, okay.
out of school. Well, I suppose our conversation has ended. Enjoy your lives. What
Damn.
incredible sarcasm. I'm leaving, too. It's almost time for the faculty meeting. I'm going to close the door, so please step outside. She pushed us into the hallway. Why had
She pushed us?
Chayabashira-sensei called both of us in together? She didn't
She fucking pushed us out in the hallway, dude. Get the fuck out of here, kids.
seem like the type to do meaningless things. Well, should we head back? I asked. Horikito didn't respond.
Chabs.
And I walked away. Probably best if we weren't together right now. Wait. Horikito called out, but I didn't stop. If I managed to keep away from her until I got to the dorms, I'd be home free. Was your score dot really just a coincidence? She asked. I already said so, didn't I? Or do you have any proof that I got that score on purpose? I don't. But dot I also don't understand. Ayano-kuji-kun, you said that you like to avoid trouble.
Illustration for this? Alright, let's check it out. What's the illustration? I don't see it. There is no illustration from the wiki that I see for Light Novel Volume 1 illustrations, right? Light Novel number 1. I don't see it. Maybe this? Maybe that? Yeah? I don't know. This one's kind of cool, right? It's like Ayano Koji and Suzune together. I don't know what this one's about, but there's this one. That's just the cover. Jesus Christ. Ayano Koji-kun. Ayano Koji-kun. We just had this, and then the next one is gonna be this one. So very soon, Kushida rape scene is gonna come in. She's gonna fucking gaslight us. This is gonna be crazy. And then Manabu versus Koji. Oh shit, it happens. This is gonna be fucking amazing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's it for me. It's fucking almost midnight. I need to sleep so that I get up in 7 hours and then we stream again. So in 7 hours, I will literally be up again and we will stream. And during that time, I will leave you with this video. I will not give you the class. I'll give you the class in the elite tomorrow. Instead, I'm gonna give you a I'm gonna release the fucking Kagejitsu. Go go go. All right, I'm ending the stream. See you guys in 7 hours. Bye bye.